Welcome. Trauma is my jam, and by that I mean I help you understand what your body is doing. Let's make sense of it together.
Have you ever felt like you're not the same person you used to be, but you're also not fully who you're becoming yet? Like something has shifted, but you can't quite put words to it. You're not lost, you're in transition. And this is the really normal part of healing that people don't talk about enough. When you start healing, it's not just your habits that change, it's not just your thoughts that change. Your identity starts to change as well. Because so much of who we've been was built around the survival we had to do. The way you respond, the way you relate to people, the way you protect yourself, the way you make decisions. And all of that is shaped by what your nervous system learned it had to do in order to stay safe. So, as you start to heal, some of those patterns don't fit anymore. The overthinking, the people pleasing, the shutting down, the always being on, you just start to notice. You start to question. You start to feel like this doesn't feel like me anymore. But here's the part that can feel really uncomfortable. The new version of you hasn't fully formed yet. So you end up in this in between space where the old way doesn't feel right, but the new way doesn't feel natural yet either. And it can feel really disorienting. You might notice things like feeling unsure of yourself, questioning your decisions, pulling back from people or situations, not reacting the way you used to, or even feeling like confused, like, who the hell am I right now? Let me tell you, I can relate. And I do all those things. A lot of people interpret that as something being wrong, like they've lost themselves, like they're going backwards, like healing is making things more confusing. But here's what's actually happening: your system is reorganizing. The version of you that was built around survival is starting to soften. And that version of you that was built around safety is starting to create. That doesn't happen overnight. It happens in layers, in moments, in small shifts that become more consistent over time. And in that space, it can feel like you don't fully recognize yourself because you're not operating from the same patterns anymore. And this is where I want to gently reframe it for you. You're not losing yourself. You're meeting a version of yourself that hasn't fully arrived yet. We're going to say it again because I need to hear it myself. You're not losing yourself. You are meeting a version of yourself that hasn't fully arrived yet. And listen, that takes patience because your nervous system is learning something new. It's learning that it doesn't have to default to protection in the same way. It's learning that safety can exist in new ways. And it's learning that you can respond instead of react. But that learning process can feel unfamiliar for sure. And unfamiliar doesn't feel comfortable, even when it's healthy. So if you're in that space right now, when things are feeling a little bit off, a little unclear, a little, I don't know, in between, I want you to know this. You're not doing anything wrong, and you're certainly not going backwards. You, my friend, are in transition. And this is actually a really important part of healing and a part that we don't talk enough about. Because if you are in transition, it means something is shifting. It means your system is starting to let go of what it no longer needs. And it means you're creating space for something new. So instead of rushing to figure yourself out, Try allowing yourself to be in the process, to not have to have all the answers yet, to let things feel undefined, because clarity comes with time, consistency comes with repetition, and identity builds through experience. So start small, notice what feels different, notice what no longer fits, notice where you're responding in new ways, even if it's subtle. This is how you begin to recognize yourself again, not as who you were, but as who you're becoming. Remember, you're not lost. You, my friend, are in transition. All right. That is it for today, my friends. Thank you for allowing me to share this information with you. If you want to learn more about trauma-informed healing and how the nervous system actually works, you can explore programs through Insight Learning Institute. And if you're looking for more personal support, you can also work with me one-on-one. You can find my information in my bio in the description and wherever you are in this journey. I want you to know you don't have to do this alone, and I am honored to walk alongside you. You're not broken, your system adapted, and I am grateful to be able to be here and share this experience with you. I am wishing you a very blessed day, friends.